All right, we're firing up league number 3 of the day. If you want to check out the previous 2 leagues, make sure that you look it up in the description of this video below, and you will find links to both of the previous videos. No spoilers, but basically what we're trying to do is we're playing only a single Valakut, and we're trying to make room for Bojuka Bog in the main deck this way. So we're gonna see how this works out. What kind of good Magic playing is going on here? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kevin. Earlier today, I actually beat 2 of your compatriots. I guess it would be more like your deck patriots. Like, we played against Taxes twice today. Aspiring Spike with the follow. Thank you so much, Aspiring Spike. If you don't know who Aspiring Spike is, he is a Flamant Twitch partner. Hell yeah, congratulations again, Spike. And yeah, he streams mostly Pioneer, but you're gonna see Spike streaming Modern every now and then. So if you enjoy Modern and Pioneer, and overall great MTG content, 100% worth your follow. Thought I was already follow up. Now you are. Thank you, I appreciate it. Spike for press? I would vote. I would vote, that's for sure. Still burning my friends. Look at this hand. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love this hand. The only problem this hand has is that even if we do find a castle, we can't actually activate the castle unless we also draw another something. So that's a little bit of a turn off, but it's still like it's still a fine hand that I'm gonna keep 100% of the time. One bottom, one top, did my opponent with their Serum Visions. Thanks for the kind words. Oh, we're welcome, dude. You deserve them. You deserve them. I'll be taking Amulet for my first spin in real. I just scored a bunker 2-3 on VGO, but was my very first league with. Yeah, you definitely need to not be upset if you do some losing in the beginning with Amulet, because boys, it can be tough. Especially like your trigger stacking and your all of that stuff can be pretty rough. Is this Storm? Damn, we're in a lot of trouble. Bog? Natty Bog? No Natty Bog. We're 1 mana off Titan. Alright, this is what we got. So both Untap Land and Bounce Land would give us a Titan next turn. Of course, Untap Land would be better because it allows him to have interaction in the form of instant speed Bojuka Bog. We're probably just dead because my opponent has a turn 2 Morale and we can't do anything to stop it. But yeah, game 2, things are gonna get a lot better. Probably still pretty bad. Like, Storm is actually one of our worst matchups, if not the actual worst, out of all the currently tiered decks in Modern. But yeah, it is what it is. Spike over head of Wizard on the cosplay side team. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that, honestly. At least I will know that whoever is there is actually testing Modern, you know? I knew I was going to take a hard path by buying into Amulet. This league was a good GM to begin with, although I just had an Infect match which was just like turn 2. Yeah, I mean, that's how the Infect matchup works out more often than not, unfortunately. Alright, if we manage to find an untap land, we're probably gonna win. Well, actually, that might also do it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Giant uncounterable. So unless they have exactly unsubstantiate. Unsubstantiate gets me. But anything short of unsubstantiate, we should win here. I guess this member would be annoying too. So we're going to do Valakut plus Boros Garrison. Kill this. Kill this. Definitely want to hold on to the bounce land. And bye-bye, dudes. Attack for 2 for value. My opponent also only with 5 cards in hand. They might be able to have the nuts and get there. But considering that they didn't kill me last turn, I would imagine that the chances of me dying this turn are gonna be even lower. Yep. Alright, somehow my opponent didn't have it. We were able to steal a game right there. We definitely want Rexage because of Arya. Arya is a very, very scary card. Having second Cavern is excellent against Storm, though. Cavern is one of our best cards. Because Remand is such an important part of their game plan against us. I guess I'm gonna shave one Scout. Beast Within is an interesting one. I think I actually want a couple of them. Let's do this. You know, Epic Sphere hurts our bad matchups more than us, and they would never see it coming. It's good against Storm and Infect, also Bonzo. So the joke is that we played earlier against the Ponza opponent who... Pedro Faleiro with the Twitch from sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for the continued support. Yeah, so we actually were playing against a Ponza opponent, and they they actually used Damping Sphere, and then they were stuck on mana, and they couldn't double spell because of their own Damping Sphere, while we just hit naturally all of our land drops, and we just played the Titan, and they died. It was great. Do I keep this? We have Beast Within. This is just me being silly and just being high on the fact that we just cannot seem to lose, and I'm just keeping an extremely loose hand. Forest. Maybe I should be playing around Lightning Bolt, and I should have played the Amulet there. It's possible. Alright, no Bolt is good for us. Cage over Tormod Script? Yeah, I basically am doing Cage because of the Druid matchup, which actually did come up today. And because of the Meme Brand matchup. Both of those matchups... Cage is great against, while Tormod Script is not. Do I main phase this? I should main phase this, right? I should definitely main phase this. Get it while the getting's good. If my opponent untaps and plays if they untap and play the other card, the Aria, then I'm gonna be super sad, but they also had a Blood Moon, but we had all of our basics. Yeah, we literally drew all 4 of our basics, plus I had Vesuva copying my opponent's basic. It was awesome. It was so great. Oh yeah, just draw the nuts. Just draw the nuts. Alright, let's think a little bit here. We might get remanded here, but it doesn't really matter. The only problem with getting remanded here is the fact that we're not going to be able to transmute, which I would very much like to. Seems like no remand, though. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for it. Transmute for Green Pact here. Float blue, float blue. Prismatic Omen is kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie. Prismatic Omen plus Exploration, it's pretty good. Is that how it works? Is the Swiss copying a basic before Blood Moon is affected by Moon? Exactly. Yeah, it continues to be a basic. Blood Moon only affects non-basics. And at that point, the Vesuva, it actually loses all of the types and it just becomes a basic, basically. Heh, basic, basically. Nice to know. Yeah, very important to know. Also, if there's a Blood Moon in play, Vesuva comes into play untapped. And another important Vesuva interaction is if your opponent has an Urborg or you have a Dryad, if you want, you can, let's say that you don't have an amulet, for example, and you want your Vesuva to enter into play untapped, then you actually can choose to not copy anything, and so it will come into play untapped as no copy of anything. But because of Urborg or Dryad, you're going to be able to tap it for mana, which is pretty neat. So even if they have remand, we can recast this Titan. The only problem would be something like Aether Gust, which maybe my opponent's playing, but I don't know. Drummond has drum sound effects, of course. I have to. Otherwise, what kind of medium streamer would I be if I didn't have access to some meme sound effects? This is Remand Pyretic Ritual. Okay. Is it gifts in response? You want a short. Alright. See, gifts ungiven. So this primetime can just haste and then go ahead and just get Bojukabog. So I don't think there's too much I'm afraid of here. If they have if a Blood Moon, I'm just gonna put that in the graveyard. So that's pretty easy. With Dryad, can you tap for Cola since Waste is a basic land? Could be useful for explosive scenarios. That's a good idea, and you actually can't. Actually, that's interesting, right? Because it says they are every basic land type in addition to the other types. So they are ignoring the fact that Wastes is a basic land type? Very weird. What do we do here? So okay, so how do I get blown out? That's the question that I'm trying to ask here. For 1 blue mana or red mana, the only thing that my opponent can do here is dismember my Dryad. But none of these cards do anything against me right now. So I just give my opponent Electromancer and a Brave. Electromancer and Baral. They're just basics with no subtype. Yeah, but so is Wastes. So let's do Valakut Stronghold. Let's see what's up. What's up, opponent? Well, I guess they did, huh? I guess they did. Easy 2-0 against Storm. Easy. Waste doesn't have a basic land type. There are basics with no subtype, I believe. Is that how it works? Waste. Is this basic land? It does say basic land, so it's interesting. One would assume that that's how it would work, but maybe that's just not the case. We're on the play. This hand is pretty slow. Waste doesn't increase domain. Yeah, but it doesn't say every color. It says every basic land type. So that's what makes me think about it. And it makes me think that it might work, but maybe it doesn't somehow. Even though it would seem like it should work. So this is a turn 3 Dryad into we still don't have mana for a Titan. So a little bit of a sketcher, especially on the draw. I think I'm gonna ship it. This one might be a little bit better, though not by much. But the fact that we have castle, yeah, the fact that we had castle basically sells me here. And yeah, I'm gonna bottom the second Titan as opposed to the second ramp effect. I think ramp is gonna be more important. Maybe modem is their interaction. Ways doesn't have a basic land type, they're just basics with not subtype. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly have no idea how it works, so. Mm. Well, I guess that I am not. There's no way that I can play my ramp dude on turn 3, so I might as well play this land instead. Now on turn, if I manage to play it on turn 3 though, then like if I find an untapped land, then I can actually bounce the castle because Dryad, if the Dryad's in play and I play it on turn 2, then I can actually there's actually going to be forest in play, so the castle's going to enter untapped, which is pretty cool interaction. Grixis something, not Shadow though, because grinding station. Okay. Yeah, this is way too slow of a hand, unfortunately. Yeah. If we find Amulet, we actually get to Titan, which is pretty sweet. Whoo! All right, opponents. All right, all right. Is that how you roll? Is that how you roll? I'm seriously wondering if I should play this or just hold it in hand so I can trigger. But I think because I can double strike, I should play it out. Because if I draw any land, I can start triggering Valakut basically with Dryad because of the bounce land. Main deck Ashiok. Holy shit. My opponent does not want to lose to Amulet, I guess. Enchanted control would have the land type plains, island, swamp, mountain, or forest. They will also have the mana ability to each type of resilient like type. They still have their own land types and abilities. Interesting. Okay, good to know. Am I dead here? I might just be dead here, right? Hmm. I'm not dead because they can't create mana, I don't think. Because even if yeah, no, never mind. The Moxamber actually makes stuff because Ashiok allows you to tap for blue. So I think I'm just dead here. Yeah, yeah, we're dead. So they just mail themselves. There's no stock list with this breach nonsense. So because of that, I'm not gonna concede just yet. Because I want to see, like, for example, with the lands that they have in play, I wouldn't have assumed that they have Teferi, and now we know that they have Teferi. There's the Emery. I want to see if they are playing Urza, basically. Bill CB on Twitter. There's the Oracle. Multiple Teferis. Interesting. Definitely good to know that there's multiple of them. They don't seem to have much in the form of removal. They have engineered explosives, galvanic blast. That's it. Sigh. Unless I get to finish my yogurt. Well, we die. Main the Kashyuk though. Now that is a meta call if I've ever seen one. Kashyuk is a Wish Claw target. They're also making mana as they go, which is interesting. But I want to see how many win cons are there, because the other day, for example, I was playing against the list and my opponent only had a single Thassa's Oracle as a win con in game 1, so I randomly bogged them and the Thassa's Oracle was there somehow, and they just couldn't win anymore because I just randomly milled their one of win condition. So I feel like that information is important for me to gather here. And it's not gonna be too much. It's gonna be like maybe like 1 more minute. Like it doesn't seem like the loop takes too much. But I think, like, again, you all know that I'm pretty quick at conceding when I'm dead on board. Like I don't like making my opponents do it because it's kind of a waste of time for everybody. But in this specific situation, because I literally am not familiar with the list, I'm going to make my opponent go for it and show me like how I'm dead. But I see multiple Embries. I don't see Ursa. Two Teferis. Seems like only two Teferis. That's it. Wishclaw Talisman. Three explosives. That's a lot of explosives. Hall of Helios Generosity. That's funny. What are they even splashing black for? Just Inquisitions? Really? Well, I guess the Talisman is also black. Yeah, it's basically the Inquisitions, right? It's basically the Inquisitions and Wishclaw Talisman, which I've only seen one so far. Alright, three Teferis. Three Teferis. Alright, cool. Interesting. Alright, so I saw Rebuke. I did not see Cryptic Command, however. So we don't want this, we don't want this. We don't want these either. We do want forces, we do want... I guess we do want Rex Sage? Question mark? Pact of Negation for sure. Beast Within. Sage seems not great, actually. Sage and Dismember are the only question marks that I see in this matchup. Everything else... Oh, Grafdigger's Cage. Duh. That's right. I have this card in my sideboard right now. So... I'm going to trim off the Asusas because the activation of Scouts seems actually quite relevant. Dismember is only for Emery? Seems pretty bad. Yeah, exactly. Well, they can't cast They can't cast spells. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. Creatures can enter the battlefield. No, creatures cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. That's true. Because of that wording, if you fetch and you choose Dryad Ivor as a target, then you just get nothing. It's not that you can say, "Oh yeah, I chose Dryad Ivor, my bad," and then you go and you get a forest. You click on Dryad Ivor on Magic Online, and just nothing happens. Just not the Dryad Ivor doesn't show up in place, which is hilarious. But it's because of the wording here. I'm going to try something like this. I'm not particularly sure about this configuration, but we shall see. I don't think I can beat the Broken Combo deck with this draw. This is much better. The Natty Bog? Hell yeah. What to bottom? I think I'm actually gonna bottom the Summoner's Pact because this is a land in the meantime, and whenever I actually need to, I can just turn that into a pact, even though it's slow. We're gonna once upon on one because we might find untapped green. I think I still find bounce land over untapped green though. But if we have like untapped green, I like more dryads or whatever, then I'm gonna pick that up. And we're gonna scout on one. But it moves to 5. Yeah, the annoying thing and why this my opponent's deck is pretty powerful is the fact that they play Teferi, as we just saw. So even like permanent base hate is not that good against them. And even counter magic is kind of medium because if they manage to land the Teferi before you can hold up your counter magic, then your counter magic doesn't do anything. With a hand like I think I just need the lands. Just down to one Balak main. Is that just for sniping key creatures and going off? I'm testing it out basically. Like I'm not sold on anything. Bounce land is not bad. Bounce land is definitely not bad. It might be a little bit slow, however. I think it's gonna be fine. So next turn we play, yeah, because we can just bounce this and then we can get blue mana from the Dryad. So we're good, we're good. Stacy with instant bog is pretty good. Hopefully it will be because we're gonna need to get a little bit lucky here. So yeah, I hope the Natty Bog does something. Grinding Station. This is such a good combo with Emery because you can keep sacking your Astrolabe and then replay it with Emery, which is just pure gasoline. Oh man, what do we do here now? Didn't have to bounce and hold. If we naturally draw a Titan, of course, we get absurdly punished. But right now, with this configuration, we're only missing Castle. Yeah, bomb it. It's kind of nice that our interaction is actually not permanent or something that they can discard. We're gonna transmute here for Summoner's Pact. We're going to pass the turn after I attack with my Dryad. Still holding up interaction. Now we're actually holding up Pact of Negation as well, which is pretty nice. And next turn we're going to be holding up... Can we hold up both packs? We might be able to hold up both packs, actually. Yeah, we might be able to be holding up both packs, which will be pretty nice. Alright, let's see what's up. Second grinding station. Okay. They can't win at instant speed, though. So we should be good there. Metallic Rebuke is kind of annoying, though. I don't think we can afford to play around it, however. Yeah, I think we just jam. And I think that we get two basics here, two bounce lands. Because that allows us to pay for both packs. 1, 2. So this is enough to pay for blue pact. Yes. Bounce land. Bounce land. Play our land. Still holding up instant steed with Jukabog. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, sweet. Even if the Dryad dies, we still can pay for Pact. So unless they have something with... they have Sudden Shock. Sudden Shock would get me here. Sudden Shock would get me here. I guess that Cryptic Bounce would also kill me. But I don't think I can beat Cryptic Bounce anyway. They're milling me? Milling me for information? Yeah, they're milling me for information, it looks like. Yeah. Boil. I've seen people with the boil meme. Do I want Sage? By the way, Scout was incredible that game, so I probably want another copy of Scout in there. Over Amulet? Probably. In before choke, yeah, my opponent with islands brings... My opponent mainly blue deck. I mean, I'm gonna have to keep this hand. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, chat, but we're gonna have to keep this. In Once Upon a Time we trust. Hallelujah. Science. I get bolt this 3 times in one day against Postless. We can steal one. Yeah. Bolt doesn't seem like the way the Pons is gonna get you, though. Alright. Rub your hands together, chat. Rub your hands together. Yes. PogChamp. The poggiest and champest of champs. Pogs. Hashtag not a coward. Easy. Easy indeed. Now Emery actually gets stopped like Cage, I think. Okay, you got a grinding station. Alright. Alright, so we try it here, and then we replay this to play Cage. Float mana. Here we go. Pass to you. We have Force of Vigor up, so if my opponent wants to do something cute, we can blow them out. Mox Amber. Explosives on 1. Well, that's pretty good. I actually think I have to force here. Yeah. Well, my opponent can't activate it. We just have to force right there. I pitch my prime time. I know it sucks, but I can't afford them to answer both of these cards, basically. Swing. And I guess I don't know what I want to explosives on yet, so I'm just gonna chill. Another EE for 1. With no lands. Alright. So we're gonna play EE for 0. Oh, did it just run face first into... I'm so stupid. I mean, hashtag never punished, but... Man, that could have been so bad. Nice Moxamber, bro. This has been kind of a hilarious game, actually. So I drew my Valakut. Underworld Breach is taken care of by the Grafdigger's Cage. So as long as I'm protecting this gauge somehow, the breach is taken care of. Don't have a third explosives, opponent, please. Have mercy. Be reasonable. Alright, what is this? Wishclaw Talisman. When wish counter such a for a card, put that into your hand, shuffle your weapon, and put against control, activate this ability only during your turn. Okay. So it can be activated at instant speed. That's what I was checking right there. Yeah, if I have one more line, I can turn on Pact, which is nice. But it's risky, however, because my opponent can wish for a way to kill my scout, and that would be a problem. They run 3 explosives. I just saw, at least I just saw 3 explosives. Alright, that's a breeding pool. So now our pact is active, but we don't need it yet, so like the scout can actually be down here. We put him on a 4-turn clock. If they do something that will kill me, though, we can pact it. But they can't end step activate Wishful Talisman. They have to do it during their turn. Is this finally a deck that actually gets hosted by Collector Oof / Stony Silence? Because that's kind of exciting. Urza decks have not have not cared about those cards in a really, really long time. Randy Station resolves. That's actually kind of neat. The fact that they can put the ability on the stack and then sack it in response to get value. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope for sure. So they don't give it back to you. Yeah, that's pretty good synergy. They mill me? Why do they mill me? Seems like pretty bad value to mill me. I just don't think there's enough room in the main deck anymore for Trinket Mage, unfortunately. Honestly, like all of our cards are just good, so I don't think there's room for Trinket Mage anymore. So here we're going to see what my opponent does. We're presenting a 2-turn clock now, so they are dead next turn. So they have to kill me here. We're going to see what they have. Explosives for 1. Do I counter that? If I counter this, I die to a number of things. I die to Teferi, I die to... But if I don't counter this, then I actually can't counter the other thing. Yeah, I think I have to counter this, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think that one of my opponent's last cards in hand is actually the Breach. And I think they can actually go off here because they have a 0 mana artifact. So if they kill my Scout or they kill my Amulet, I die. And they can't, and we win. Yeah, but the problem is that if I don't risk countering that reach-in, if I don't risk countering the explosives there, the explosive does kill the Scout, by the way. And if my opponent actually does have the thing in hand, like the enchantment, the Underworld Breach in hand, I can't pact anymore because I don't have enough lands in play, right? And we're gonna ship this. And I guess we're gonna keep this. And we bought Redundant Explore, I think. We actually bought Snow-Covered Forest here. Yeah, exactly. And it ended up paying off. Risked it for the biscuit, and it paid off. Sure, I think I'm gonna get Ghost Squatter here. I could have gone and Scout there, but I don't care so much about that. What I care about right now is making sure that I can hit all my land drops. Inquisition that's probably gonna take some of my summoners back here. Maybe they take one of my explorers. Maybe they can take one of my explorers. If this is Shadow or something like that, Explorer is such a good card against them. Yeah. I am not that surprised that they took the Explorer there. Interesting to say the least. Like, okay, so what can I draw? If I draw Amulet, so this is gonna be me going up to 3 mana. Then next turn I'm gonna go up to 4. So I guess that the correct thing for me to do is, if I play Castle here, no, I have to actually play one of my tapped lands, I think. If I play Amulet, holding on to bounce land is much better, but if I draw another blue source, then playing out Simic is much better, because he allows me to transmute next turn. I guess I'm gonna get the Simic Growth Chamber out of my hand here. And then we're gonna play Forest into Castle. So we're playing against Urza. Urza. It's pretty good. Opponent's draw is pretty good. What do we kids say? PogChamp? Is that what the kids say? Those are the tiny decisions. Those are the tiny decisions that, you know, people think that I get lucky when I those things happen, and it's just like, yes, I get lucky, but I'm giving myself the opportunity to get lucky, right? If I had played my Tularia West instead, then I would be one turn behind in being able to transmute. Luisito con el raid, muchas gracias, Luis. Bienvenidos todos del stream de Luis. Acá streameo en inglés, pero se habla español también. Se habla español. ¿Qué haces, papá? Yeah, and of course I'm not falling face first into my opponent's cryptic command here, right? Obviously. That's why I'm chilling here. We might draw into a Cavern of Souls. I don't know. Like is when opportunity merge preparation, exactly. Bueno, Enzo, en este momento estamos 12-0 con Amulet. 12-0, tranqui. They missed the land drop. So here we run into... I think I just have to jam, right? Because next turn they're going to have Cryptic Mana again. I assume that they have the Archmage's Charm. I assume they have Archmage's Charm, but if they got it, they got it. They could also have Metallic Rebuke, I guess. Yep. Yeah. But this way I put more pressure. They know that I have a Pact in hand, so I'm putting more pressure on them. Because they know that I can Titan again, so I'm forcing them to draw another Archmage's Charm or Cryptic or whatever right now. Or an Inquisition, which is going to force my hand. But this puts them down a card, right? So I'm okay with this. Gonna pay for Pact. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so even if I draw a Tolari West, I cannot transmute it away. So I'd rather hold up Ghost Squatter as a way to interact with my opponent, drawing as a way to interact with my opponent, having access to something else. Emery, huh? All right. They did Mail Sword of the Meek. Now if my opponent has like Mystic Sanctuary, I can actually kind of get them. Oh, man. Do I have to jam again? Like, they play 2 Archmage's Charm. I think I have to, right? Alright, get me, opponent. Show me the other Archmage's Charm. Come on, don't slow roll me. There we go. Let's counter it. Deprive? Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And now they're gonna start drawing 2 cards a turn. Yeah. Yeah, the blue-black Urza matchup is pretty bad for us, in my opinion. Because of this. Like, we need our hand to kind of like line up in a very specific way. And they put pressure on you in so many different ways. And note that it wouldn't have helped. Like, they would have been able to counter me anyway. It's getting rough. Prime time. It's not a prime time. They didn't crack the bubble. Interesting. We're for 2. That's just lethal. Sweet. Alright. Rough first game. But things do get better in post-Cyber the games. We get access to more of that. We get access to more of that. Beast Withins. Personally, I don't like forces too much. Ghost Quarter is there because it stops the loop. I think I'd rather... no, I'd rather... yeah, I'd rather take out the Misty, I guess, because of Ashiok. Take out one of these. Should we play Uro in this matchup? Maybe we should, actually. Here comes Aether Gust. Yeah, but Gust is okay. Like, we can beat Gust. It's pretty good against us, obviously, but we can beat it. Let's go with something like this. We could shape one amulet for force. I like this hand. We're gonna keep it. Wonder if we can find the Scout Arena here. Hey, Jose, how's it going? The cages have been pretty good, actually. There's a very, very small chance that we actually get got by this, because we can draw exactly one of my 2 Sakura Tribe Scouts. If that's the case, that's going to be sad, but it's not very likely, I don't think. And here is one of those rare situations nowadays where Damping Sphere would actually be a problem. Talisman is fine. Biting Needle? Sure. Alright, so they don't have mana up, so I don't need to show them the cavern. And now I'm gonna play the Gruul Turf here, because now I have 2 untapped lands, so next turn I can Titan. It's possible my opponent has Ashiok here. It's pretty likely they have Ashiok, actually. If this is Urza, then we're actually in a fine spot. Sure. Not gonna play that. I'm gonna play this. And we're gonna make an uncounterable prime time. going to Valakut. And so Lesnia Sanctuary, I guess? I guess Valakut and Tolaria West. We definitely want Valakut because we have to kill this Urza, so I guess we can do Valakut and Boros Garrison. Boom, boom. They're slow rolling me. Oh, they're gonna draw 2. Okay, sweet. Always yes, always yield. Bounce there. Attack with the Dryad because they tap their dude, so that's good. So now even if they have Ashiok, we don't really care that much. Second Ursa would be slightly annoying, or an answer to this Dryad would also be annoying, but Inquisition, okay. At this point, like, we already have a Titan in play, so I am very, very happy with this situation. And they can't both answer, yeah, they can't both answer the Titan and answer the Dryad and also play an Ashiok, so at that point I'm feeling in a safe place. Sweet. Cavern, of course, as you can see, like the second Cavern that I was able to fit in the sideboard already being extremely, extremely powerful. Do I want Rex Sage? Just for medium value, honestly. Like to blow up a construct or blow up is it worth it to blow up a construct or like one of the ramp artifacts or something like that? I think I'm gonna present like this. All right, game 3. Let's see if the first time player can slow me down after a 12-0 start. This was number 1 when I started watching, and now you lost your advantage. I'm starting to think it's me. We've lost plenty of game 1s today. We've just come back like champions. Easy. Oh, also I never updated the Stream Decker. Just this over here. So Stream Decker, Amulakut, Caverns, 03, 05, 20. Opponent's taking their time over there. All right, what do we got here? Sure. Okay. Actually, Dryad's so good at this matchup. Just because it randomly puts a reasonable amount of pressure on Ashiok and stuff. Start there. Find the Titan. No Titan. So we already have second blue and we already have Titan mana, so I'm going to get field here. So we're actually pretty close. We're 2 lands away of starting to trigger field, which is pretty solid in this matchup. Oh, they missed the land drop. Pog. Yeah, max punishment. Max punishment. Did I say 12-0? Sorry, I meant 13-0. The classic one lander with an Astrolabe. I've been on the receiving end of that for sure. Also, Border Slayer Sunhome has been good. Yes, been very, very good. And we're testing right now one single Valakut. This one. There's one right here. Yeah, so if we find the bounce hand, this is a turn 3 kill. I mean, if we find a... Yeah, bounce hand, I was right. Keep. More amulet, yeah. Where are you going for regionals? I'm going to San Diego. It's a store, which is actually the LGS that I usually attend, which is DC Rockets. Great place, big fan of that spot. DC Rockets, yeah. And this is gonna be the first regionals in kind of a long time, so I'm pretty excited. Oh, just draw the best card, sure. Azusa or Titan. So now we actually have a turn 2 kill. Sweet. Against my opponent on a multi 5. Sorry, OP. They're gonna play Goif here. Oh man! So now I can't go for it? Feels bad, man. Well, I guess that they can't have... They can't trophy me, so... And we can even play around the bolt / push. Alright, I'm in. Ha! Look at me playing around push like a pro. Pact. Primeval Titan. Cast Primeval Titan. Boros Stronghold. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bounce this. Go to combat. Attack. Yes. So we're probably playing against El Jando here. Some home Vesuva. Vesuva this. I actually messed this up, it doesn't matter. Float, float, double strike, bounce, 20U. Turn 2 counter. Bring that up. Alright, John, we want Beast Withins. We do want Uro. Uro has been kind of nuts, these leagues. I love having Slayer Sunhome back. Yep, big fan too. I miss Slayers. Honestly, this setup seems so good. 30 lands and then a bunch of cards that my opponent can't beat. Let's do this actually. It seems so great. Just like 4 Dryads, 3 Azusa, 2 Explorer. How does my Jund opponent and 1 Uro? Sorry, excuse me. How does my Jund opponent ever beat that? It's crazy. I like Castle a lot in a hand like this. Is the Battlement still good? I mean, if you're running Stronghold, then I don't think you should be running Battlements. My opponent kept 7. Alright, I'm gonna keep it. Turn 1 discard spell. Inquisition. Sure. So they can either get my Once Upon a Time or my Dryad, but not both. And there's no reason to give my opponent more information. So, play field, pass the turn. This hand plays around Fulminato very, very nicely too, which is great. Well, that's pretty good. Everyone got distracted by Dryad 6 Absent forgot that Trident True combo, yeah. Alright, so this hand is not panning out as well as I originally intended. Our draws are not cooperating. But it only takes a Dryad draw into a Titan draw, and this game is over, so... Double Tomb. Liliana. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, opponent. Azusa? Dryad. PogChamp. So I'm going to copy my opponent's Overgrown Tomb here. Again, we continue playing around. Maybe I should have copied my own castle. There's definitely an argument for having copied my own castle. I was thinking about activating Field of the Dead, but if my opponent has a Fulminator, then copying my own castle is so much better. So there's definitely an argument to be had there. Huh. Can I still play Battlements instead of Stronghold? I mean, you can always play whatever you want, Camel. You don't have to play the stuff that I'm playing here. In fact, very often it's not correct for you to play stuff that I'm playing here. Because a lot of the time I'm just like testing things. Just throwing darts at a wall and see what sticks. So Titan off the top basically wins the game here. And I like that Lily is actually pretty far from ultimate. So we're probably going to get attacked by a Ravine. But we are in a scenario where if we draw a Titan, we just immediately stabilize. Which is obviously great. So if that's my opponent's line, which it is, so they're just trying to clock me here. Titan? Misty Rainforest. I'm actually gonna play Misty because any land that I find off the top now is going to trigger the field. If I play the Semi-Gross Chamber, we're actually one turn behind in field, and I can even activate field twice because I can use this fetch land to get something else. So that's pretty hot. That's multiple turns of blocking this ranging Ravine, and I'm still in a situation where if I just draw a Titan, we just win. Stone Rain, it's pretty fucking good for them right here. They destroyed the wrong one. Oh my god, my opponent gave me a shot. If they destroy the castle, I can't Titan anymore. Oh wow. Can we please punish my opponent? And I guess that I can rot. We have 2 land drops here. So I can rot farm, bounce this, and we can replay Copy and Ravine. Maybe it comes up. I don't know. Alright. So we get attacked for a bunch here, but still, if we top deck a Titan, we win. And now, if we draw any land, we actually buy a couple of turns. Oh man! Whew. So I guess it's better for me to do it before the Titan, because I might also find Field of the Dead in this Once Upon a Time, and if I find Field, I can trigger it twice. So I guess that I should do it before. Yes! Oh, Castle, you're so good! Castle is so freaking good! Oh my god, can we lose today? I'm starting to think we just can't lose anymore. I've not played a land this turn, which is obviously pretty dope. And we should have tried to play around. Can't keep getting away with this. What do you mean? I'm playing really well today. I am rarely very proud of how I play, but today I feel like I've been playing very well. Barring a couple of silly mistakes, I feel like I've been playing just almost perfect. So we die to... Well, we don't even really die to a Maelstrom Pulse. I'm considering getting Garrison. We have 6 lands in play. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this. And we haven't played our land for the turn, so I'm just going to bounce this and play it again, copying field. And now we have 4 Zombos. They can Maelstrom Pulse, then Liliana minus, attack for 3, I go down to 1, but I still can draw stuff at that point. Hey, we're the late lit. How about the center list for regionals? I'm pretty close to, honestly. Like, the list that I've been playing today have been just pure gasoline. I've been very, very happy with them. That's it, Tarmogoyf. Now they can't activate Ravine. Still not sure if I'm playing Amulet or Eldrasitron. I mean, if you are good with both of them, I would obviously recommend Amulet, right? Are we about to be 14-0 with Amulet right now? Right here, right now. A plus Lily? Sure. So is this lethal now? Plus 2 plus 0 here, that's 8. Plus 1, 2. So 8, 10, 12, 14 plus 1. Well, I guess I can just attack everything, and then based on how my opponent blocks, I make decisions. Yes. I'm gonna do Tolaria West plus Jukibog. Let's do Bog plus Simic Growth Chamber. Sure. Bog me. And zombies. Let it go if it's a little bit smaller. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. So opponent goes down to 2. And so we're gonna get to kill the Goif too, which is nice. So land for turn. Goif dies. And now upkeep this within your Liliana before it ultimates. Have a 3/3. Kind of cursed with playing the best deck in the room at events. I mean, that would be Amulet, so there you go. Easy decision then. There's no way my opponent is playing Exquisite Firecraft or something like that, right? There's just literally no way. There is literally no way. Did I say we were 13-0? My bad. We're actually 14-0 today. No, Curse as in if I lose every match. Oh, okay. El Parco, thank you for the follow. Are we going to casually 5-0, 5-0, 5-0, 15-0? I don't know. I don't want to jinx it. I already had a run similar to these on stream where I went 5-0, 5-0, and 4-1. So maybe we're going for another one of those. I don't know. There's only one way to figure out. Only one way to figure out. Trying to climb up the leaderboard. How far are we? Only 7 trophies. It'll be great to have 8 trophies. I fell too far behind though. I don't even have half as much as the trophy leader. I don't even have half as much as Punt does. I'll buy you a beer if you concede. We're actually, if I win, then I can just buy the beer myself with the money that I make. So it doesn't feel like a great deal for me, Aaron. I like the changing following photo. Yeah, I kind of had to. Somebody in my Discord was like, I fixed it for you. And I'm like, yeah. Begrudgingly changed it. You think any of these make the dump and become the stock? I don't know. Hopefully. Either way, you get a beer. I am down with that, Aaron. I am down with that. I mean, I guess it could be like a really, really expensive beer. So then that beer would be more than the money that I would be making. It would have to be some pretty good beer, though. Playing against Easy, Reach 94. I'm going to keep this hand. This is not a turn to kill, though. It's still a very powerful hand, so I'm, of course, going to keep it. But it's not a turn to kill because I have my dudes here. And do I scout? Yeah, I think I just scout, right? It allows me to develop a little bit nicely. What is this? Lava Dart. Brutal. I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're going to get to Titan my opponent next turn. So there's that. Suva, copy my own thing. Oh, we're not going to get to haste. Ha. Huh. Very interesting. We have no way to haste with the double amulets with Stronghold. I had not considered that, actually. Does that change my play? Or do I still want to Titan right here? Is there any way? Let's say I once upon into an Azusa. If I once upon into Azusa, then I get there, right? Let's say now that I once upon into a Dryad. Do I get there? So this is going to be 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use 2 mana. That's 4, 5 mana. I'm going to make, use 2 for the Once Upon a Time, 2 more for the Dryad, so I can't cast Titan this very turn. It's a 6-6 against Red Tiny Boys. Yes, except that their boys grow and they actually have ways of killing my Titan. Let's see, what does my mana base look like? Yeah, there's no way that I can haste with my current configuration. This is super awkward. No way for me to haste. I can still like set up and be super far ahead though, which seems probably like the way to go. Kind of awkward though. I cannot be extremely far ahead. I can only be pretty far ahead. And I would prefer to be extremely far ahead, you know? So we do have this. So I guess we're gonna get Brooding Pool plus Bounce Land? Sure, this allows me to pay for pack next turn. I guess I died to Blood Moon. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. So we're gonna float some Manases. Going to... Alright, find an Asusa. I guess that now we actually can play around. Alright, I'm into it. So now we can actually even play around Blood Moon, which seems like one of the few ways that I can lose this game now. Yeah, we don't get to transmute here, but if my opponent uses a burst lightning on the Azusa, I'm actually ecstatic. Alright, sweet. Very happy how everything turned out. Wow, they're gonna get to kill the Titan. Yeah, Gemstone could have, but I don't have Gemstone in my deck anymore, so... So now we pay for Pact. 2/2. Yes. Play Semi-Growth Chamber. Bounce this. And now my opponent has one turn to kill me. Oh, they're dead this next turn. It's not impossible for my opponent to kill me from here. It needs a bunch of metamorphoses and shit, but they tap out. Alright, now they're dead. If they tap out, now they're dead. Alright, sweet. Alright, so now we should be good. Primeval Titan. I'm again in a situation where I can't haste though, which makes things a little bit awkward. I was considering double tightening, but I think this is fine because I can now bog. I can now attack and I can just kill both of my opponent's Soulscar mages, and without their Soulscar mages in play, they can't really win. So yeah. Gonna bounce this, play this. Going to Titan shifted with the tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, Sam. Thank you for another month of support. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I can just dryad them right now, right? So... No, I can't. No, I can't. Did I mess this up? I should have packed it for a dryad there. I think I might have punted this up. Anyway, we're probably gonna be fine here. It's a bit misty. Whatever. Haste Titan. Now we move to combat. We attack. I'll be getting some sumbos here. Gonna make sure that my opponent cannot. They cannot Reveler. Well, although if they Reveler, I win. So yeah, I think I might have punted there. I should have gotten Radiant Fountain to make it a little bit less likely that I die. Alright, I'm gonna pass the turn again. Seems pretty unlikely for my opponent to be able to get there here. Yeah, he did get rid of the Lava Dart, but I don't think that the Lava Dart was going to be too important. No spike Lava Dart. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, mono red. The deck that we have almost no cards against. The deck we have almost no cards against. Feels bad, man. Why not T-West for E on 1 and blow it up, can't lose the way? Because I was playing around Blood Moon, Saint Doom. Blue Pact any good? No, not in this matchup. No, against Blood Moon decks, you don't want to be messing around with, pacts. In fact, I usually against Blood Moon decks, I tend to side out Summoner's Pact because they can be a liability. We're gonna take out one land. The City Special is better than the normal Battlelands version. I like it better. I don't know if it's better. I'm winning way more with this than I am with the Battlelands version. That's for sure. Because we're gonna do this. Can technically trim a Valakut. Oh, you only you only have one Valakut. What is it gonna be, opponent? So this is a turn 4 Titan on the draw. My opponent did keep 7, which makes me very, very scared. Can this once upon a time speed up my Titan? No, it cannot, because I don't have scouts. Can this once upon a time slow down my opponent? Not really, so the only thing that this once upon a time can find is Uro, which actually would be pretty legit. If we find Uro, it would be pretty great, because it would be a turn 4 Titan, but while gaining 3 life. Oh man, this is kind of happens that I keep on the draw against Prowess and I just die. I guess that I can find Radium Fountain. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. Like, maybe I should have just be pitching it. Radium Fountain? That's definitely not a Radium Fountain. I guess second blue to transmute if I need to. Feels bad, man. So we're likely gonna be too slow. Bobble. Now that's one you don't see every day. Explosives. I guess explosives is just too slow. Explosives doesn't even work. Hopefully my opponent blood moons me here, I guess. That is what I'm hoping. That's very good. Because this also combos with like bolts and shit, and they can kill my Dryad that way. Alright, that is kind of hype. Not gonna lie. That is kind of hype. My opponent was going to kill my Dryad in response, and then they realized that it would have been much better to do it on their turn. Please don't have it. Well, now a Blood Moon would be devastating. Oh, did I just... Oh, you have to be kidding me. Oh, I just misclicked on the wrong land. Oh my god. This is how we lose. This is how we lose, chat. This is how we lose, chat. Burst Lightning. Oh man, this is so bad. Well, Reveler could be worse. That was painful to watch. Yeah, I know where the light. Oh man, that was such a bad punt. All right, so good thing is now Primetime is here to bail me out. So we're gonna get Bojukebog. We can't Vesuva because we don't get zombies, and the zombies are going to be saving me more life than the Radiant Fountain. So I guess that we're at the mercy of a potential. So we're gonna bog them, then we're gonna get some zombos, then we're gonna bounce Radiant Fountain. All right. Oh man. Oh man. Please don't have it crash through. Please don't have it crash through. Manamorphose is fine. As long as there's no crash through, we're fine. As long as there's no crash through. That's the card that I'm terrified of. At least I gain 2, I guess. Come on, come on. Let that punt not punish me. Be unfair. Be unfair, Moto. Be unfair. No crash through. No light up the stage is terrifying. No crash through. Okay. No crash through. Titan's gonna need to chump block, which sucks, but that's fine. We have another one. They cycle. No crash through. Is the last card the crash through? That's the only out. Oh man, the suspense is killing me. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Bolt, okay. That doesn't kill me. Yes! Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Ah, the swings in this game. God damn it. The swings in this game. No dinosaur in this list. No dinosaur, Andrea. No dinosaur. I can't lethal them, but I can clear their board. I'm percent lethal next turn. Dismember? Alright. I guess we keep on playing. So we don't kill the stuff, but we have a large amount of blockers. We know that they don't have a lightning bolt in hand, because they would have used it last turn. And now we have a shit ton of blockers. There we go. This is how my opponent's potential lethal turns start. This is just free prowess triggers. No Manamorphose, please. Ugh, I'm gonna be punished. I'm gonna be punished by my gross punt. Yeah, Dismember would have been lethal for them last turn. I guess they also punt. Oh, they drew it off the bubble trigger. That's right. That's right. They had a bubble trigger. All right. So we're gonna put this here, this here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So if we block like this, my opponent bolts my face, they trample for 1, they trample for 2. If they bolt here, they trample for 1, 2, 3. So I cannot die if I block like this. Is this correct? So I guess it's better for me to block like this. The only problem with blocking like this is that if they bolt my Titan, they make it smaller, and then I don't trade. So I think I'm interested in trading, actually. So we're going to block this. Okay. Is that correct? I think this is correct. I think this is correct. I guess that we don't trade anyway, right? So I guess it is actually better to do this. So they bolt here. They trample for 2, 3. Yeah, it wouldn't trade. So I think that this is a fine block then. This is a fine block. I guess I'd rather kill the Reveler. So this block is better. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, this block is better. Because now I get to clear the Reveler. And the Soulscraft Mage is much more easy for us to kill. Lava Dart is probably actually game. That's literally the best card that they could have had there, I think. Because it might be actually lethal. So down to 4. Oh, it's not lethal, actually. Alright, it's not lethal. But I don't get to trade with anything. So my opponent just cleared my board. And I'm down to 2. We lost, right? Because I can make 2 blockers. Well, my opponent needed to have the nuts there, and they did. Shit, I punted this game away so hard. Yeah, I punted this game very hard. Yeah, we're actually at 2. Like, what am I even doing here? I'm gonna just right-click attack soul. Alright. Oh, man. Feels bad. Is my opponent not playing Blood Moon? Like, they dug through half of their deck and did not see a Blood Moon. To be fair, I punted that game pretty hard, so I'm not too upset. Like, I just fucked it up. That was game 2, Origin. That was game 2. For all the marbles. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. We're looking for a green bounce land here. Any green cards, any green land, really? A green bounce land would be the best possible, but... Is Force better than Beast Within versus them? Yes, because the 3-3 actually matters a lot. Whoa, we whiffed. Like, super, super hard. Oh, wow. That sucked. Yep, can confirm. I can confirm that sucked. I mean, I had to keep this hand, though. Like, I do think that this is a bad matchup. I do consider this to be a bad matchup for us, and my hand had a pretty high upside and some pretty miserable downside, and we're definitely hitting downside here. But in matchups like this, I mean, we have 30 lands in our deck. It's not that unlikely for us to find one. Like, at this point, kind of any land helps me out a lot. I think I Uro here because I need to dig a little bit deeper. Land? There's a land. All right. Any green land or bounce land. Any green land or any bounce land. We might actually just be dead here. Yeah, they got Manamorph for cross through there. Yeah, are we just dead? It's 4, 5. Any bolt, lava spike, stuff like that just kills me. Yeah, all right. So we died. Oh man, that's such a bad way to finish this. Such a bad way to lose the crazy run. All right, 14-1 it is. 14-1 it is. And I lost because of that mistake, man. Like, just stupid misclick. Stupid misclick. I just clicked on the Radiant Fountain instead of the Castle Garen break, and we would have won that second game for sure. Anyway, it's just frustrating because of, you know, the way to lose sucked. Did we double file? I mean, you're in for a treat when the videos go up later today, Sam. You're in for a treat. Deck's bad. Clearly only went 14-1. Ugh, gross. Daniel Thaktai, thank you so much for the little bits. Have I faced Grixis Shadow recently? I faced Shadow yesterday on stream. Please answer now. Is Uro better than Baloth? I don't know. Like, Uro did some crazy things today on the stream, to be fair. Like, Uro showed off today. So I did enjoy playing Uro a lot. So I think that Uro might be turning the corner towards, you know, being very relevant. Time to chase the deck out the dinosaur? No, thank you very much. You ready for the primetime ban on Monday? Yeah, I don't think they're gonna ban primetime. They're probably gonna ban Once Upon a Time. To keep it short. I've talked about that way too much to want to keep talking about that. Hope it's actually bad because I don't own any paper and I don't want to spend ticks. Think 2Cage is good and that Pact of Negation needs to be in the sideboard. I don't think it needs to be in the sideboard. It's been fine in the sideboard to make room for like Explore and like 30 lands to make sure that our consistency is a little bit better game one. Cage has been fine in the sideboard actually. I don't know if we want 2 copies, but it's been pretty good. This at least you will bring to regionals. I don't know. I'm gonna be doing a little bit more testing on my own this weekend. By this weekend, I mean tomorrow. Like I'm gonna go to FNM and I'm going to I'm going to probably play like a league maybe during the day, to like get a last bit of testing in before regionals. But it's probably going to be something very close to this. The conclusions that I've arrived at are, I definitely want Garrison, Sunhome, Stronghold. I kind of would like to make room for another Gemstone Mine. Honestly, the second Valakut hasn't been needed so far. Like I know, like because we have access to Sunhome, Stronghold, like the Valakut kill, like we just don't rely on Dryad as much, and that has been kind of nice. Dryad has been a lot of a nice to have, as opposed to a requirement for us to win the game, and that has been pretty nice because like we can pivot and we can go into the Dryad plan if we have to. Like we did that multiple times today. But we have won a lot of games where we just didn't have Dryad. We just didn't go for Valakut kills at all. We just like tightened them to death. Am I a fan of 7 bounces? No, I like 8. We're playing 8 right here. 4 semi-growth chambers and then 1 of each. Counting Borrow Harrison. I am a fan of 8 bounce lands. Beast Within 3 would be the number. Yes, I've been very happy with Beast Within. It just continues to overperform, so I've been liking it a lot. I've been doing some silly things to Beast Within. The best thing that we did today was we Beast Within my own land to get a 3/3 and to also have enough cards in the graveyard to get back Uro, and then the Uro won the game. So that was pretty hilarious. I feel 80% confident that the second battle kit isn't needed in a Slayer's build. Yes, I have felt the same way. That's why I have been happy. The thing, however, is like, do I want this Bujuki Bog to be here? Or should this be a Crumbling Vestige slash Crumbling Vestige slash Gemstone Mine? That's the only thing that I'm considering. And we have run into situations today where we, like that very last game, right? Like that very last match, we ended up winning anyway because we were super far ahead. But that very last match, like we couldn't actually haste our Titan because we just didn't have access to Boros because it was in our hand, and the Vesuva was also in our hand. So we couldn't find Gemstone Mine, so we could not haste our Titan, and it was kind of awkward. It makes things a little bit harder than they should have been. Is second Cavern of Souls necessary? It's not, but it's been very nice. We played against Storm today with my opponent having access to multiple remands, and just like being able to naturally draw your cavern basically twice as much is really, really good. Like it's so good in so many matchups that you just don't think it's that good. Like against Shadow and against Storm are the biggest, most obvious examples. But then against the Urza deck, for example, we did play against it today multiple times actually. So having access to the second Cavern of Souls against their Metallic Rebukes and their Cryptics and shit has been really, really good. Do you like Caramel's Vestige? Yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's one of the cards that I'm interested in making, fit. Beast is better now than it was 4 months ago. Exactly, because everybody is jamming Ashiok in their sideboard, so maybe I'll try this out. Yeah, this list has been pretty good. I like this list a lot. One breeding pool, one gemstone mine to good success. Yes, I mean I'm trying to like go mono castle, so that's why I'm playing 2 breeding pools, and so we have 7 ways to enable castle basically in this list. Where is it? The basics, more basics, and the one of fetch land. So we have 7 ways to enable castle, which has been very, very nice because castle is basically alive all the time. So that's very sweet. And also castle requires you to have abundance of green sources, which gemstone mine does, to be honest. Do you think fetch could be cut for vestige or mine? So basically Misty is not, I have liked it as a one-off because it allows you to, like, we actually had it come up today against Druid where we were able to look up the win. Even my opponent was not able to combo basically because I had Valakut Dryad going on and I had a fetch land, so my opponent just could not combo off because I could kill their stuff in response, and that ended up winning me the game, which was pretty nice. So it's nice to have as a one-off, a target that you can just like go get, and it enables for some interesting instant speed interactions. But it's definitely not necessary. It's just a nice to have kind of thing. ¿Bog es el único out main deck contra Dredge? ¿O es que su matchup ya la considera suficientemente bueno como para no preocuparte? La Bog está en el main deck. Está acá. Justamente la quiero en el main deck. Por eso es que saqué la segunda Valakut. What seems more important, main deck, Bojuki Bog or Ghost Squatter? Ghost Squatter. Do you like Caramel's Vestige? Yes. I've been running 1 Biddy Pool, 1 Gemstone. Yes. Nice. Sweet. Alright, cool. Are there any other questions? No, this is the 3rd league. I'm done. I mean, I don't know if you see how terribly I played that last match. I am done. I'm good to go. Am I going to regionals? Yes, I'm going to regionals this Saturday in San Diego, California. But yeah, so if you are in my Discord, I will very likely be posting the list that I will be playing. So if you'd like to join, you can use that link over there. And if you are a sub, you actually get access to the sideboard guide if you link your Twitch and your Discord accounts. So you definitely want to, you want to be a part of the Discord. I mean, if you're a sub, even more so, obviously. But even if you're not a sub, you can join anyway. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed all the leagues that we played today. There was a lot of winning, and I do enjoy me some winning, so definitely exciting. And yeah, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.